go. Hey, my name's Alex. This past summer, I trekked around solo through Switzerland and Italy. I journeyed across land, water, and sky with so many unexpected happenings along the way.
This is wild up here. I'm like hiking around in a cloud right now.
Throughout my adventures, I went on hikes, had some of the most incredible food and drinks, and found the party scene.
Let's take some shots!
With only a backpack on my shoulders, a heart full of dreams, and some new friends for life, come with me on my adventure of a lifetime as I trek around and find out. Last episode, I arrived in the magical town of Interlaken, and after settling in, I rode a cogwheel train up to Hardercool.
I somehow managed to get the front row seat.
Here, I found some views, a taste of Swiss food, and a new friend. Now, after my first sleep in Switzerland, it's time to wake up early for my first huge hike. Another day, another cogwheel train. This time from an adjacent town to Interlaken called Wilderswil. The views from both sides of the train are absolutely stunning. If you're looking for the best views, you can't go wrong sitting on either side. If you like mountain trains and alpine views, click subscribe for more views coming up soon. Also, do you like cows? If you do, this episode might move you. Good morning! Welcome to Schynige Platte. This place is absolutely incredible. I woke up pretty early today, around 6:30, and got on the road by around 7, and I took the bus to a cogwheel train where I met some lovely German people. They were really, really lovely, and this one person from Switzerland and then a couple from Minnesota. We had a really great train car, and it was really lovely to meet some really great humans coming up here. And now I have this view, and I'm gonna try to show you all because it is pretty out of this world. You can see the big three peaks. You can see portions of the Lauterbrunnen Valley starting to come into play. You can also see tiny villages down there as well. It's really remarkable and out of this world. There's a cute little restaurant up here. I don't think it's open yet, but I'm actually not here for that. I'm here to start a 6-hour hike. Or it might be a little less or a little more, but a 6-hour hike to Grindelwald Frist, where I'm going to do some mountain carts and the trotty bike down. Hopefully, as long as I get there in time. But it's gonna be a fun hike. I've got some food packed, I've got some water, and I'm ready to see what adventures the rest of the day holds. Come along. I mean, I could not pass up this slide because this view, out of this world. I just started the hike, and I already can hear these cowbells, and there's cows right over there, and they are unbelievable. It's so incredible, and yeah, here we go. Maybe this should just be an ASMR video. If the cows soothe you, hit that like button, and if the cows are annoying you, hit that like button as well. Let's talk about this hike though. It's 6 miles or 16 kilometers from Schynige Platte to Fallhorn Mountain to Grindelwald Frist Mountain. It says it takes about 6 hours, but I moved quick with some stops on the way and finished well under that. Nothing says hiker on the go like having some muesli on the hike. I've got like a little bit of a flat patch here before we start going up again, I think. So trying to get a little food in these views. Unbelievable, honestly. Oh my gosh, a lake. This hike was full of surprises, and this lake was one of the first. I climbed along the steep trail as the lake's beauty slowly unfurled to me. It was quite simply magnificent. I don't know if you can hear those cows. It's amazing. I then found a better vantage point where I met a lovely Swiss couple having a picnic. As I continued along though, I saw my very first big patch of snow that was left over from winter. This video was filmed in late August, so I was shocked to still see some ice up here. Someday I hope to ski these Alps. As I found a building seemingly out of nowhere, I knew the surprises would keep on coming. After this checkpoint though, the road got steeper and the hike got higher and higher. Okay, y'all, I'm about 5 miles into the hike. It has been stunning and beautiful. There's these things along the route on the ground that are painted white with a red stripe in the middle to kind of guide you along so that you know where you're going. There's also a decent amount of people on the trail. Nicely traveled, for sure. I passed like a little bed and breakfast, and wow, I was like, oh, that's cute. I was maybe gonna stop to get some water or go to the bathroom, but I looked on the map and I saw that there's another one coming up sooner. Actually not sooner, later. So I'm gonna actually do that one next. Hopefully I'll stop there, is what I'm trying to say. But these views, I keep thinking they're done getting good, but I think I just like found one of the best ones so far. But I'm even going higher, so it's like, I don't even know. But like, look. I don't know if you can see that. I'll show you it soon. But yeah, cowbells in the distance clanging. This is incredible. Okay, let's get to this beer house or bed and breakfast. I don't know what we're calling it. I truly felt like I was beginning to see the heart of the Jungfrau region as I journeyed onward, a place I had been dreaming of for over a year leading up to this trip. As I reached the ridgeline, the cows were so close on the path, and it was truly so exciting to see and be hiking among these animals. It just had me OMGing. Along the route, there were also signs that let you know the length of time to places and difficulties. As I walked between the lakes on one side and the big 3 peaks on the right, I finally worked up the courage to do something I had been thinking about for a bit. I walked up to these sweet cows and I used the back of my hand to pet one like a kid petting a dog. It was amazing! I reached the base of the Fallhorn Mountain and the road became steep with wildflowers guiding me up to the best views of the trip so far. I was completely speechless, and so was the couple from the west coast of the US I met at the top. It was their first trip together since they had had their kiddo, and it was cool to hear them tell me how they navigated that. Soon after, it was time for me to head back down the mountain and to finish my hike. I have made it to the lake. I believe it's pronounced Bachopsi. Don't quote me on that. And yeah, I've made it here. It's beautiful. The water is like kind of like a murky-ish green. There's also like shades of yellow, and it just glistens. And then you have these mountains in the background, and there's like a stream that feeds into it, and just so much beauty. Before I got here though, I stopped at like the top of the Fallhorn. They have this beautiful bed and breakfast that people can stay at, it looks like. I think it's bed and breakfast. And on top of it, probably the prettiest viewpoint I've seen so far. I mean, this was just out of this world stunning. And on my way down, I saw them drying the things I'm assuming that they use for the beds. So if you ever get a chance, looks like it might be a lovely place to stay. When I'm in this area again, I would love the chance to stay there for a night to catch sunrise and sunset. I think it'd be unbelievable. But now I'm gonna feel this water and see how it is. The water was definitely chilly being an alpine lake, but refreshing. Maybe someday I'll come back and jump on in. I swear these paraglider views never get old. As I left the lake, the snowy mountains became even more and more closer to my view. Is this even real? How does this exist? Okay, I've made it down the mountain from the lake. And now I've arrived at Grindelwald Frist, and I'm so stoked to do the cliff walk. There's a lot of really good viewpoints over here. I'm also gonna try to do the mountain carts and the trotty bike, which I got tickets for. Hopefully I don't have to wait too long. And then we'll see how much time we have at the end of that, and if we can go do some other stuff, or if I'm just gonna explore Grindelwald. But these views are stunning. There's so many paragliders in the air over here. The cows, I mean, it's just so beautiful. And also there was a lot of beautiful wildflowers along the route too. And there were also these places where you could tell that there were waterfalls coming down. These like ravines that I kind of crossed through. And I mean, the whole hike from Schynige Platte over here to Frist was just stunning. But we've made it to the cliff walk. Let's get going.
Grindelwald Frist is a very commercial area with lots of activities for families of all ages. My first stop, the cliff walk. You might think you're not afraid of heights, but when you're on the side of a cliff suspended by just some metal pegged into a mountain, your reaction might actually be similar to mine here.
Okay, this has me bugging a little bit. This is so steep. We're so high up. Oh my gosh, I mean, but look at these views. I mean, if you can just work through any nerves you might be having, these views are unbeatable.
There is a photo spot, but it had a long line, so I skipped it. There is also food, drink, and a gift shop as well, and some bathrooms, which I definitely had to use after I almost peed my pants on the cliff walk. After a cable car down, an hour-long wait, and a safety briefing, it was time to mountain cart.
Here we go. Guys, that mountain cart was sick. There were some really steep sections. It was honestly unreal. Some of the parts I was like, whoa! Now I've got the trotty bike. A little different than I thought. It's kind of just like a scooter, but we're just gonna let gravity take us. Here we go.
I gotta say, there is something magnificent about doing activities like this in such a beautiful environment. And zooming fast. Wow, what a cool time.
Hello again. So the trotty bikes were really fun. It was probably about 2 times the amount of time that you had on the mountain carts. Mountain carts were maybe a little more exhilarating. There were some steep parts of the trotty bikes, but then it kind of layered out, and you were leveled out, and you were kind of around like farmhouses. It was really beautiful, and then you end up back in the city. But towards the end, you kind of have to like get off and like push it up the mountain, which was not the mountain, up the street, which was not my favorite thing necessarily, but I really did enjoy it overall. If I had to do one again, I feel like I would do the mountain cart again if there was not a wait. But if there was a wait, I would do the trotty bike. But if they were both open, I would choose the mountain cart every time, mountain cart. But now I'm just kind of relaxing in Grindelwald, kind of walking around, seeing what's around, and I think I might get a drink at a bar. I haven't journaled today. I normally journal all the time. I've just been running around, but I wanna sit down, maybe do a journal thing, and then maybe grab some food. There is a place called Berries here in town, and I think I might go check it out and be like, wait, I work at Berries too. And you're berries, so we're berries all together. We're like a fruit bowl. No, anyways, so I'm gonna go. I'll catch you all in a bit.
I meandered through town and found a lovely place called Avocado Bar. No avocado-themed drinks here, but I did get a little buzz, journaled, and then grabbed some fish and chips in town before heading home. It was a long day, and for my first full one in Switzerland being this, I can't wait to see what my journey holds next. Tomorrow, I'm going whitewater rafting. Come along.